Here, and I'm doing something a little different today. Still related to something I've done before, Pokemon, but instead of playing a game or making a tier list, I am picking favorite Pokemon. As you can see, I've already done this for 2 of the regions, because I started this before deciding to make a video. So let's run through the ones I've already chosen. In Kanto, for normal types, I chose Eevee because, well, it's super cute. For fire, some would think I would choose Flareon because I love the evolutions. But no, I chose Ninetales because I love foxes and I just think Ninetales is very cool. For water, I did indeed choose Vaporeon. It's my favorite of the Kanto evolutions, and it's just cool. For grass types, I went with Venusaur. I didn't really feel attached to any of the others, so I didn't really have any other options. Electric type, I was stuck between Jolteon and Raichu, as I do love them both, but I chose Jolteon. For ice types, I went with Lapras. Didn't feel attached to any of the others. Plus, Lapras is very cool. What do you want me to say? Fighting, again, not really many options. Someone choose Machamp, but no, I went with Hitmonchan. I can't really tell you why, I just did. For poison, I chose Nidoqueen. Most were choosing Nidoking, but I'm like, he gets for too much attention. I would go with the Queen. For ground, I went with Sandslash. I chose the Queen, and I'm like, Sandslash is kind of neat. For flying, Moltres, I could have gone with Fearow or Pidgeot, but I went with Moltres. For psychic, I chose Mew because it's super cute. Little psychic flying cat. It kept me in. For bug, I went with Venomoth. Kind of because while I was playing Let's Go Eevee a couple years ago, I found some random shiny Venomoth. So, yeah. For rock, I went with Kabutops. Because I like Kabutops. Not really any other reason. For Ghost, I was Gengar because I didn't have any other option. Same goes with Dragonite. No other option. For Dark, we got nothing. For Steel, all we got is Magneton. That's all. For Fairy, Wigglytuff is nice. For starter, again, Eevee. The others are cool. Charizard is a little overrated in my opinion. Sorry for anyone who likes Charizard. It's cool, but not my favorite. For forms, I decided to go with one of the Mega Raichus because I like Raichu. Raichu's cool. I have Raichu in a couple of my teams. So, yeah. For legendary, again, Mew. I like Mew. And for favorite, Vaporeon is my goat. I love Vaporeon. Now it's going to Gen 2. For normal, I chose Furret. It's super cute. Nothing else to it. Then when we mainly ran into a dilemma with fire. Because, well, yes, I do love Typhlosion. I also love Houndoom. But Houndoom is both fire and dark. I couldn't put in dark because I need Umbreon in here. So I put in fire. For water, Suicune. I love Suicune. I just love Suicune. It's super cool. And though I do hate it's female, because, well, yes, most substances don't technically have a gender. There are associated genders, and female Suicune, so. Grass. Sylvie is super cute. And frankly, it should have became a psychic type come Gen 6. Because so not psychic, excuse me, fairy. Because so psychic works, fairy just makes more sense. This thing is literally the onion fairy. It's an onion fairy. It should be fairy type. But I digress. It's super cute. Nothing else to it. For the trick, come on, why couldn't I go Raikou? And nothing to note. These things, legendary beasts, are not dogs. First of all, look at Raikou. It literally has tiger stripes. They're cats. Or at least more cat-like than dog. For Ice, Sneasel was really my only option. Didn't really have much. So, yeah. For fighting, again, didn't have any I was attached to, so let's hit one top because why not? For poison, we got Crobat because it's iconic, and with it evolving into a friendship, it just makes sense. For ground, Donphan just, it was there. For flying, I chose Mantine because my first shiny I probably remember was the shiny Mantine that just ran into Pokemon Sword. I wasn't looking for it. I just ran into it. So, I kind of got attached. For Psychic, I went Espeon. Because, hello, girl loves evolutions. What do you want me to say? I love Espeon. One of my favorites. I've used it many times and grown attached to every Espeon I've used. For Bug, Scizor, didn't have many options. Don't care for most bug types. Sorry for anyone who does. Nothing against you, I just don't really care for it. For Rock, we got Tyranitar. Not really many options, so yeah. For Ghost, it was Mischievous because didn't really have any options. Again, for Dragon Kingdra, no other option. For Dark, Umbreon is my favorite. Hello! For Steel, again, Scizor. Didn't have any I was attached to. For Fairy, Azumarill. Again, not really many options. For Starter, Typhlosion is my favorite. Hands down, my favorite Johto starter. I love this thing. For regional form, again, I've used Scizor 3 times over here, but it just works. For favorite legendary, again, Suicune. Love this thing. And favorite of all, Umbreon. I love this thing, and that's my favorites. Evolutions, twice in a row. Now for the new ones, starting with the Hoenn. Hoenn. We'll start with normal types. Right here. Let's have a look. Right out the gate. The only one I really care about, they're nice, but of all of them, I really only like Delcatty because cat. For fire, wow. And he's the only one that's look at fire. Yeah, we don't have many options over here. So I guess Blaziken is my main choice. For water, geez, that's a lot of water types over here. Let's have a look. Oh, all these. while there are a few which are pretty cool, like Wolverine is a beast, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm just going for my level tick, because I don't know about new answers. For grass. Several of these are pretty cool, like Craig Daily, and definitely interesting. And Tropius, again, it's something alright. Out of all of these, don't really see any that I'm super attached to, but I do like Rose's Rage, so I guess I'll go for Roselia. Don't really hang out in home very much, so I don't have much attachment. And wow, so many options. Wonderful. Guess my only option is my Nutcheck. I mean, it's cool. It's a dog, so that's something. Rice. Yeah. Many options here. I guess I'll go with Wolverine. I was looking at before of water, so. Not for fighting. Wow. Oh, really have some great options here. I guess I'll go with Breloom. Poison. Again, I got nothing. So, also Viper's cool. I like snakes. So I guess I'll go with that. I like snakes, so yeah. For ground, well, we got more options here. Of all of these, everyone I'm really attached to is Swampert, but still, flying. Yeah. I'm not really attached to any of these. But Altaria is pretty interesting and really hard to fight in Gen 3. If you know, you know. For Psychic. Wow. Quite a few options here. God of War is definitely not popular. But I think it's cool. It's not one of my absolute favorites. Why did they put all 3 Deoxys forms in here? All 4. Why'd you do that? Why? I don't know, but of all these, except for God of War, I do like Latias. She's definitely nice. For Bug, of all these, not really one I like. I guess I'll go with Ninjask. It's fast and definitely better than Shedinja. Alright, for Rock. What we got for Rock? When I was looking at Red Daily earlier, and I do think it's very cool. Though the idea of its neck and tentacles stretching it 3 times their length, yeah, that's a bit terrifying. For Ghost, we do have more options. Though still not a lot. But I'll go with Bayonet, because I think it's very interesting and sad, and I think it's a little of an underrated Pokemon. For Dragon, We do got more options than the last two generations. I already used Altaria and Latias. Why I say it like that? Flygon is definitely one of the most interesting, and frankly, should have gotten a Mega. Alright. For Dark, what do we got for Dark? I'm recording. I'm gonna go for my Liana because I definitely think it's underrated and I like its idea. For Steel, not really money that I care about. So I think I'm gonna just go with Metagross. For Fairy, wow, so many options. The only one I really got is Gardevoir. Alright, starter. Again, the only one I really care about is Swampert. The other two are cool, but yeah. Alright, regional form. Wow, geez, that is quite a lot. And let's see here. Of all these, while their stuff are pretty cool, Manectric is still one of my favorites. For legendaries, again, Latias is still pretty cool, and Latios can compare. And for favorite overall, It may not seem like the best option, but I'm gonna go with Delcatty because, well, it's basic and not really a great Pokemon. I like cats, what do you want me to say? On to Gen 4. For normal types. Not really a lot. But I think I'm gonna just go with the basic choice and choose Staraptor. And I've seen that Mega Staraptor is very powerful. For Fire, yeah, we don't have a lot to choose from over here. Gen 4 really had trouble with fire types. Like, really. Infernape is pretty much my only option. For Water, I mean, they did better. That's for sure. You know what? It may not be the greatest Pokemon, but I'm going to choose the Lumineon because why not? The others don't want to speak to me. For that, Leafeon is my favorite. I love Leafeon. And love the evolutions. I thought I made that clear. Alright, for Electric, what do we got? Not much. Frankly, not a lot. But it may seem weird, but Luxio is one of my favorites. Sure, Luxray is definitely super cool. Pichu's cute, and the others are interesting, but Luxio, I like Luxio. For Ice, again, not very many options. But this girl likes Glaceon. Is it the strongest? Definitely not. But I like Glaceon. Come on now. And this was put wrong. Where was it? Huh. Fighting. Lucario is... I have gotten attached to Lucario. Especially my Alpha Lucario in Legend ZA. Definitely one of my favorites. For poison, let's see here. Didn't give us that to work with. But as I said earlier, I do like Rose Raid, so I'm gonna go with that. For ground, they gave us better and ground at least. Of all of these, there's definitely a few that are pretty cool. No, I don't really like Rhyperior that much. Of all of these, Wild Garchomp is definitely very cool. I'm gonna go with Gastrodon. I just think it's interesting. For Dragon, no, this is for something, excuse me. For Flying, I do like Togekiss. Definitely interesting. I did get that to Mr. Togepi in the anime. I don't think I ever saw it become a Togekiss. Not for a second. Not very many options here. But Galarian is definitely one of my favorites. I like knights. And seeing it pretty much like a knight. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Now for bug. Oops. Bug types. Don't really care for any of these. Sure, Crickettoon's cry is iconic, but some of that is not great. So, it's Alpha Running. None of these are very cool. Well, Vespiquen is interesting. I'll pick her, I suppose. For Rock. Not much to choose from Rock. No, this is ground. No, it's Rock. Rock is very empty. So... how about these rock types? I guess. I don't even remember your name right now. For Ghost. Definitely interesting. I do like Miss Magius. She's definitely something. For Dragon. Plenty, well, not plenty, but definitely some options. I do, if I can find the right one. Like Dialga. Sure, it's supposed to be called Dialga, but I don't care. Plus, Dialga sounds cool because it has die in the name. Alright, for Dark. Which of these dark types? Weavile is definitely an interesting one. I like its design. It's super fast, and I just generally think it's a neat Pokemon. Alright. Steel. Well, looking at Shield Online. Well, it looks so weird. Looking at all these, they're definitely all interesting. But while it's basic, Lucario is still number one. For Fairy type, The only options are my junior Togekiss. I like Togekiss. Alright, starters. And Fernape is still the best. Original forms. I think there's some interesting ones here. But, again, basic, but Lucario is still the best. Legendaries. We got a lot to choose from here. But out of all of these, I think Shaman is super cute. It's a little hedgehog. You know, I like hedgehogs. I'm a Sonic fan, for crying out loud. And for favorites overall. Yes. I'm gonna have to go with Leafeon. I love Leafeon. And I can already tell this is gonna take a while. And I don't want to make this video super long. So, I'm gonna have to split it into parts. If you want to see a part 2, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more. And I'll see you guys next time.